A logo is the visual representation of a company or organization. It creates recognition and helps people remember their experiences and associations with that company. Ideally, over time, it inspires affection and loyalty. Every logo has three main roles. Identification. A logo identifies a company in the marketplace. In an instant, visually symbolic way, a logo represents the company to the world. The logo may be the first thing a potential customer sees, and it needs to make a positive first impression. Distinction. An effective logo should be unique. It distinguishes the company from the competition, providing a way for customers to recognize and choose that company from other similar businesses. Communication. A logo says something about a company. This may be direct or it may be subtle, but every logo communicates a message. And a good logo communicates a positive message. It may be sophisticated, informal, solid, reliable, caring, professional, creative, etc. On the other hand, an ill-conceived logo can send the wrong message. Unprofessional, gimmicky, or dated. A logo is one part of a company's brand identity. The brand as a whole represents more: the company's mission, its history, and how people perceive it. Along with the logo, the brand includes, amongst other things, the typefaces used throughout the company colors, the building signage, the staff uniforms, and any advertising themes. A logo is not a brand, but it is a very important, possibly the most important, aspect of that brand. Before you begin designing your logo, there are important questions to ask your client, the answers to which will help you determine their needs. What is the scope of the job? Is it a single logo, a range of logos across sub-brands, or a whole branding exercise? Will you be designing a new logo or redesigning an existing logo? If you're designing from scratch, the process is simpler because there's no brand equity to consider. If it's a redesign, what is it about the existing logo that your client wants to change? And what, if anything, do they want to keep? Consider the company name. Why did they choose their company name, and what does that name evoke? Generally speaking, the shorter the name, the better. You don't have to use the full legal name in the logo, and there are many precedents for this. Apple Computer becomes Apple, Adobe Systems becomes Adobe. Who is the customer or target audience? And crucially, how does the company currently engage with that audience? What kind of personality does the business project? A logo should evoke the essence of a company. In order to define what that essence is, sit down with your client and draw up a list of adjectives that they feel define or that they would like to define their business. Certain types of businesses will commonly want to project certain personality traits. Who is the competition? And how does the company see themselves as distinct from that competition? Look at the logos of competitors. Are there common themes? Are there certain design cliches that you'll want to avoid? While you should be aware, perhaps even be inspired by, your competitors' logos, you don't want to be overly influenced by them. And lastly, what is the deadline and the elephant in the room? What is the budget? Underpinning every good logo is a good idea. Here are 3 methods for generating ideas. Mind maps help you consider different design directions. A mind map is nothing more than a straightforward process of word association. You write a word that's central to the design brief, and then branch out from it, writing other words that spring to mind. You end up with a thought cloud that you can refer to when sketching. Mood boards are a handy shorthand for establishing the tone and style of a project. A mood board is made up of found content that you feel reflects the client's aesthetic. Having a mood board around while you're designing helps keep you focused on that aesthetic. Spend some time sketching your ideas. And don't worry about how they look, it's just about ideas. Keep an open mind and don't limit yourself during the sketching process. The physical process of sketching is valuable for stimulating ideas. It's quicker to sketch with pencil and paper than it is to execute an idea on the computer. And this means you can quickly sort the ideas that might work from those that clearly won't. Bypassing this step and going straight to the computer to start designing may be hard to resist. But if you do, you'll likely end up tinkering with designs that are inherently unworkable. Our computers and software quickly give us results that look polished. So polished, in fact, that they make it easy for us to overlook the essential ingredient, a strong concept.